Um, we're going to take a look at some courses here because it seems like that's the big topic of the month here. So people are trying to use Chad's tool to get in the LiDAR data. They can't. So they're picking courses. Stuff's not working. And hopefully we'll find out why. All right. So I'm just going to go down the line here. Casey Gardner sent an open street map, and there is indeed a course here. All right. And I did a search in National Map, and it is in fact here. Okay. So all I've done is I've done my little square, highlighted that, and I'm going to do a search for products. And again, if you're looking for a tutorial on how to do all this, check out one of my other videos. Okay. But this is just for advanced troubleshooting. Um, so as you can see here, we've got one, two, three, four pieces. All right. The way you can verify that you've got proper data is you can go and click thumbnail, and then it's going to put an area of where that LiDAR data is at. And as long as we get an area that covers the entire golf course here, our square, that's a good thing. All right. So step one, you know, click those thumbnails. Make sure that there's no gaps, because if there's just the tiniest gap in there, all right, it's not going to work. And I'm going to show you that on a different course. And that's why it failed. Okay. So now that we know that the course is completely filled. Okay. That's step one. So now let's download the LAS files. And while it's doing that, let's do Lakeview. That's where we're going to end up putting it because it is called Lakeview Golf Club. All right. Finally. All right. So let's go find that. Save that LAS file. Let's download all four of these. I don't know if this is the guy or not, but there was one that was complaining that the data was bogus. All right. And it very well could be. It might not be in the format we're looking for. So let's check that out. So we got the LAS files. Now we need the metadata. All right. We've got all the data. Now, in order to run Chad's tool, we need a template course. And again, if you don't know how to do the tools, go check out my other videos. This is just for advanced troubleshooting. So let's check this out. Show Lakeview. Paste that bad boy in there, and we should have everything we need. Let's open up Chad's tool if I can find it on my messy desktop. All right, Select course directory. Let's find our courses, show, Lakeview, select the folder, import the course, and let's try to process with no EPSG projection. Let's see what we get here. Lakeview, let's see what happens. So it has an EPSG number built in. That's good. You can see that right there. And it looks consistent through each XML file, which is good. But that doesn't mean it's the proper one. So we'll find out. Because if we go to Lakeview over on here, there's nothing splined. So even if it goes through properly, you would never know that it's working or not. So what you need to do is you need to go in here and just spline a hole. All right. Doesn't have to be correct. It doesn't have to be anything. We can just very messy say, okay, here we go. So we'll just say that's the fairway. Here's the green. All right. And again, this is just to see. I don't even see any bunkers on there. All right. Whatever. This is terrible LiDAR data. Well, it's not LiDAR, but this is the equivalent of what you're going to get. All right, that's enough. So we've got a fairway and we've got a green. So let's save that. Editing Lakeview. And let's upload that. So now we have a couple items that we can possibly pull in. All right, so as you can see here, this is bad. So we've got a black screen. All right. Do we have any errors? No LiDAR intensity found, using elevation instead. Oh, that's worthless. But I mean, it looks like it's getting over to Open Street. But as you can see here, we can't see diddly. All right. So let's go in here. And let's take a look. So it's near Boise, and Boise is where? I don't know where the boundaries are for the state, but it looks west. So if we look at spatial references, do we have any wests? We got one. So I can see something underneath here, but of course it's not the proper LiDAR data. So we can just X out of that. And let's try 2670. Yeah, this is not looking good. I don't know how much data, if any, good stuff is in Idaho, unfortunately. There's a lot of open area. Hey, Dave, what's going on, man? So I'm just taking a look at some courses here. Guys are having problems bringing in LiDAR data for their courses. Unfortunately, Idaho, I don't think has any good workable LiDAR data, even though it shows it here. And even if we could use this, it's from back in 2003, which is 17 years ago. And no LiDAR intensity found, which is a problem. So this course is not going to be able to be done. Yeah, this is hosed. All right, so enough of this course. This is not going to be done. This was Lakeview Golf Club in Meridian, Idaho. All right, so unfortunately, that one is a fail. Okay, so we'll go down to the next one. Let's see. This one we figured out. That was done. Can you do Elkins Ranch? All right, so this one's a fail, but I want to show you what's going on with it. So if we take this address and we go in here, okay, again, it's out in the middle of nowhere in California. All right, but I want to show you, I think this is the one. So let's clear this point. Let's draw these lines. Make sure the entire course is here. All right, looks good. Find products. So you can see we've got Southern California wildfire last stuff, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. It's 2018, which is great. All right. But like I was showing this, let's see. See what happened here? So if I click all the thumbnails and show you where it's covering, look what it did. It's missing a piece of the course right here. So that's a fail. It will not execute. And there's another piece right over here. Okay. So before you even try Chad's tool, you can click these thumbnails and see where the LiDAR data is. So there's a chunk missing right in the middle of the course. So of course that is not going to work. Okay. So that is the problem with that one, which was Elkins Ranch out in Fillmore, California. Um, we can try this one. And again, you can see it's out in the general area of the other one. So let's go down here. Here's the golf course. Let's draw some squares. Make sure we get the entire course. That looks good. And return to search and find products. And again, all right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a lot of them. So let's see, 2018. All right, so they're all the same. Now let's just click these thumbnails and make sure that we've got LiDAR data on all the sections of the course. And as you can see right here, a big chunk of the course right there. Here's some more that's missed. Okay, over here. This will not work as well. So this is a good way of testing before you even try Chad's tool. If you don't have LiDAR data covering the entire golf course, all right, by clicking these thumbnails, it's a fail. It's not going to work. So unfortunately, he's over 2 there. Um, and we'll try. I think he gave one more. Let's check it out real quick. So you don't even need to download the LAS files to do the testing, right? So let's put this address in there. All right. And let's hone in, see if we see the golf course, which we do. There it is. Let's draw our little square here. Okay. And let's do a return to search and find products. All right, B3 2018. So they're all of them. So again, let's click the thumbnails. And as you can see right here in the middle, here's our square, where the white dots are. Here's the LiDAR data that they've taken. All right. There's a blank spot right here. It will not work. Okay. So all the California ones that this guy's looking for is not going to work, unfortunately. All right. So let's see. So as far as Josh, unfortunately, all those California courses are no good. All right. So we've got another one, Green Meadow Country Club in. All right, let's see. Well, map. There we go. All right, so let's check this one out. This is Rocky Raccoon up on YouTube. And let's see if this one can be seen. Green Meadow Country Club, Alcoa, Tennessee. All right, so let's check it out. Find products. Well, let's change this. Yeah, that's the problem with these mountainous areas. The LiDAR data, if there is any, is crappy. So unfortunately, it can get real tough to find data. All right, so here's the course. Again, let's just draw it out and bring this in as much as possible. Okay. Clear that point. All right. And 3-dep, find products. Okay. So the data doesn't look too old, 2015 here. Okay. So let's see. It's claiming that 2 are here. So let's hit the thumbnails. Whoops. Okay. That's good. See how it's all covered? That our square here where the course is all covered, including this little spot down here on the second one. That's why it needs the 2. Okay, so let's do this. Let's download it. So we've gotten that far. Put a new folder. Call this Green Meadow. Let's download these things. And download the metadata, hopefully, if the website ever comes up. Come on, guys. All right, so we know the data itself is good. Now we're trying to get the friggin' XML files, and it looks like the government website is down. Sciencebase.gov. So let me try. All right, let's see here. my God, that's slow. All right. So now we can grab the two XML files that we need. And let's grab a template course, copy that, put that in Green Meadow, and let's see what we get. Whoops, I don't want that in there. Let's get rid of that. So out of the box, let's see if we actually get a successful compilation here. Nope. Okay, so it's looking for something called EPSG value in metadata. All right. So the XML files do not contain the data needed. So, you know, we're not going to spend hours trying to figure this out. So what we'll do is, as I mentioned in the other videos, all right, you need to go to here, put in Tennessee, and we'll get all the EPSG for there. Okay. And we can, since there's so few, we can just try these. Now, before we go any further, I guess what we should make sure of is there's somebody splined something on that course, because we have to make sure, first of all, that that's done. All right. So let's look real quick. Let's just do a search for Alcoa, Tennessee. All right. Here's the course. All right. Okay. So there's one hole here. Okay. Which is good. That's what I tell people to do. Just spline out. It can really be sloppy. It doesn't matter. We just need some bunkers, fairway, greens, whatever. All right. There it is. So we're good. All right. Now, spatial reference now. Let's start going down here. 2204. We're in Green Meadow. Let's go. All right. So there's the course, but nothing's in it. There's no open street. So that's a fail. So let's go down to the next one. 2274. Yeah. I mean, if there's like 8 of them, you might as well just go through them all. It doesn't take that long to figure it out, whether it fails or not. Hey, Logan, what's up, man? Ah, there it is. So there we go. All right. So we just keep going down these EPSG numbers. And in this case, this one's in Tennessee. And you can see that one hole that's been created in OpenStreet here showed up. So we're golden. So this guy now, if he puts in that number, 2274, he's good to go. Now he can go in here and actually start working on this golf course. Now that he knows that he can actually spline this course and know that it's going to import into Chad's tool. Okay. So you can tell it's very sloppy. It's done, but it just do one hole and make sure it comes in. And if it did, we're good. So I forget where this guy posted. Rocky Raccoon. Right. Right. So I told him 2274 works. All right, good. So that one's good. And then we've got, yeah, Joshua. He's out of luck, man, on all three courses in California because it's missing data. Um, we can check this one out by Casey Gardert. He is looking for a course called Lakeview Golf Course. And there's lots of them, so we need to get more specific. Okay, that's a good sign. So it knows it's there. There's the golf course. All right, clear the point. Let's draw our stuff. Hate when it does that. All right, so let's bring this down. And that looks good. Return the search and find products. Let's see if there's any LiDAR data. Mm-hmm. There is. So thumbnails, that's a good sign. So if the two thumbnails fill our entire box, that means we have data. Okay. So that's a good thing. So that's the first thing we'll check. Okay. So that's good. Now let's download them. Okay. This one's what? Lakeview. Oh, we did this one already. No, we didn't. There wasn't two Lakeviews, were there? All right, whatever. This is a, I must have renamed that folder wrong. Let's download the info, metadata. Grab this one. That's all we need, except for a template course, which again, one template course can be used throughout all the courses. All right, so paste it. Let's go into Chad's tool, select the course directory, find the new course directory, Lakeview 2, Import course template. And let's process data. So looking at the bottom of the screen, whoops, oops, I had a wrong EPSG here. So we'll just let it go through. It's going to fail. All right, so exit out of there. Let's get rid of this and go by the defaults. Let's see if there's any XML data in the EPSG here. Okay, so the course is there. All right. The question is, we can see it. There's no OpenStreet, but that doesn't mean anything because we need to make sure that there's something in OpenStreet already completed on the course. All right. So let's check it out. All right. In the town, let's see. Let's try Meridian, Ohio. Let's at least get into the town area. And let's change this to edit. And I guess we could get cocky and see if we can find the course. Lakeview Golf Course. Meridian, Ohio. No, I knew I was getting cocky there. All right, so we need to find this golf course. I'm sure it's not labeled. So again, we're just going to have to do maps and start comparing. So we've got to look at Lakeview Golf Course. And there it is. So where is it? I don't know. So Lakeview Golf Club is between Route 26, and this is what sucks about this stuff. Because Google Maps and OpenStreet are not the same world here. So where are we at? All right, so we got Meridian, Sona. Where the hell are those towns? Let's get back down here. All right, where are we at here? I mean, here's a golf course, but I don't know which one that is. So it's in a neighborhood. So I guess we could look for a street. That's the problem with OpenStreet. So what is it? North Black Cat Road. No. See, this was what sucks about OpenStreet. This sucks. So it's just a question of finding this shit. I mean, there's courses everywhere. That one's labeled Scioto, Ohio State. Raymond Memorial. But trying to line that up with this is like next to impossible here. We got Route 84 north of Route 84. So you go, okay, where the hell's Route 84? And of course, we will find every course but the one we're looking for. Brookside. How about Lakeside? All right. So the next thing we have to try to do. I mean, none of these towns are around in here. Upper Arlington, Bexley, Columbus. Hold on. This is Idaho. Is it? Yeah, this is fucking Idaho. Oh boy. All right. So no wonder I'm going nuts here. All right. We're going to have to skip this one until I find out what's going on. The last one, this guy didn't really do any research. He just wanted to know why Warwick Hills was not done yet as far as LIDAR data. Okay. So let's see. Let's check it out. That is in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Where is Warwick Hills? And again, since we don't have a clue where it's at, we've got to do some searching. So we need to look for Warwick Hills Golf and Country Club. So there it is. But where is it? Let's do this. And that's what sucks about this. There it is. Son of a bitch. All right. Warwick Hills Golf Club. So let's find out why it's not done yet. All right. So I can agree that nothing's been done on this course. All right. But what we're going to have to do is let's find out, first of all, is there any LiDAR data? This is in Rhode Island. That's a fail. I think that's it. Maybe not. There it is. So there's the course. See if there's any LiDAR data. Mm-hmm. So let's do our thumbnails. And you can see our box is completely blacked out, which is good. That means there's data that's going to hit all of the golf course. So that's good. Next, let's download it. And let's make sure they all match 2015, 15, 15. All right. Last but not least, let's download the info metadata. So as you can see, it's pretty quick to get the info. The biggest pain in the ass is the research involved to get to the course in OpenStreet. If somebody has already labeled it, then it's golden, but most of the time it's not unless it's already been splined out. And one more. And of course, we need a template course. And now we can do Chad's tool. I'm going to exit out of there so we can clean it up, start fresh. All right, select course directory. Import course, process Lidar. Warwick Hills. Let's see what we got. Nope. So EPSG is not in there. What the hell is it with these frickin' guys that create these XML files? Okay. Warwick Hills, which was located in Ohio. So now we've got to go back here. Ohio. And here we go again. Now, I could look at Google Maps and find out what the hell this looks like. Let's see. Because now we're getting into like 15 different ones. So let's find out where the hell Meridian or where is it? Grand Blanc, Michigan. And all I'm doing here is just try to find out where in Michigan it is. So there's Michigan. And it's sort of to the east and a little bit to the south, you know, if you're to center it. So with that in mind, south or east. So we're going to be trying the souths first. All right. So let's look. Here's a south 2835. And again, looking at that course, it's going to be pretty difficult to see if there's any open street data if there's nothing splined out, which there's not. So that's a problem. So we've just got to spline a hole out. So we're just going to do a sloppy thing and say, okay, that's a putting green. Um, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, that's a fairway. Boom. There's a tee box. That's all we need. So we're just going to save that. Okay. Upload it to OpenStreet. Now, and that's another thing. If you're ever on this running it and it just hangs and hangs and hangs on the OpenStreet, that just means the server's busy. And we're just going to kill this because it was worthless anyway because there was no OpenStreet data at all. So it would have shown up blank anyway. And where the hell's our numbers? So we're going to try this again. South, we'll do 2835. See what we get. Oh man, what's up? Yeah, I didn't even see you there. Adam, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just going through. Somebody was like, "Hey, why didn't we do?" I mean, Warwick Hills is a pretty decent course, is it not? The guy said something to the effect of, let's see, I don't know what video it was in. Yeah, I mean, I looked at it, and nobody's worked on it. Warwick Hills, someplace on my site for the YouTube, he was like, hey, it's one of the best courses, and everything else. And I was like, okay, I don't know what it was, and I got to find out why it's not streaming over on YouTube. Well, I know why, but I have to get it fixed. But anyway, I think, yeah, here it is. It hosted the Buick Open for years and now the Champions Tour Ally Challenge. So the Buick Open. Joe Lee, I wouldn't know him if I fell over him, man. Yeah. I mean, this thing's just hanging. I don't know if it's open street. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I think I've heard of Warwick Hills, but that's about it. Ohio South, 3638. But, it's another one of these courses where, there's no freaking EPSG. It's just frustrating. But it looks like Open Street's having issues. So I'm not going to spend any more time on this. It's just hanging. This is exactly where it's hanging. It's trying to get to Open Street. So this looks like it's it. All right, gentlemen. Well, that'll be it for tonight. I just wanted to, do some of the courses, find out. We did figure out a couple of them, and I also showed why the California ones do not show. And Adam, I don't know if you ever saw this. I'm just going to kill this. Um, but one way you can tell even before you import it into Chad's tool, you can do a search for the course. Like, good example would be any of these out in California. Let's see, like, oh, 15, 187, Tiara, Rahada, like this course, right? The guy couldn't figure out why he couldn't do Chad's tool. And we can just go right down here real quick. do this. Find the course, do a search, and he got all excited. Um, I do have this SAR on. Okay. All the government sites are really slow. I don't know if they're doing maintenance or what. But anyway, so here's all the course. And if you click on thumbnail on all these, it will show you everywhere the LiDAR data is good. And if you notice, here's our square. Look at this chunk in the middle here. It's missing it. Same with here and over here. So even before you go into Chad's tool, you know it's going to fail just by putting those in there. So it's a good way of troubleshooting before you troubleshoot. Just highlight those thumbnails, and right here you can see it's a fail because most of the course is right there and there's nothing there. So it ain't working. Yeah, and this is 2018 wildfire. And he has another course. We do this one, 5031 Alamo Street, Simi Valley, California. So here's another course out there. So you say, okay, cool. And you just go in here. Do a search. And you get all excited. You say, oh man, look at all these 2018. It's gorgeous. Hit the thumbnail. And as you can see, it's missing a chunk here, over here, up here, down here. So it's going to fail. Yeah. So, it's not going to work. So that's it, man. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. All right. So I'm going to call this stream. Yeah, I don't know, man. Or they weren't worrying about fires here. I have no freaking clue. It's very strange. Yep. Yeah. So, no LiDAR data for that portion of the course. It's not going to work. So, all right, gentlemen, I'm going to go eat some lunch. You have a good one.